Okay, so this is a tier list
Yeah.
for what kind of music your Watch Your Heroes like. Let's start with the girl Anna. Classical. I feel like she's kind of boring. She's boomer.
I think she would, just based off of her summer skin, how she kind of likes to lay back with a drink, read a book. She seems like she goes for classical because she puts people to sleep. She probably likes sleeping herself because she's old.
We can't future predict, so we're gonna just pretend like they were all born in our times. So I think if Anna was a grandma now, I see her liking like jazz or like, you know, some slow jazz, smooth jazz from like the 60s or something, from like the 50s.
Sure.
I can see her playing it for Farah, and Farah's like, put that shit away,
Turn this
mom.
Shit off, yeah.
Ash.
I feel like rock and roll.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or
Although
like
country.
country.
Yeah, country.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got that southern thing going.
But not like that whiny baby fucking heartbroken country, like that yeehaw, like my tractor trailer fucking country.
What kind of country is there left?
Flash the horn and all 4 times. Baby, next time we'll think. Well, that's kind of heartbreak, but you know, like that.
Yeah,
angry country.
is it possible for country music to not be sad?
Yeah, country, cause yeah.
I feel like maybe rock and roll.
I was just thinking like angry, but then are we gonna put all rock and roll for all the edgy?
Maybe like, you know, some of them have a secret guilty K-pop, you know, fetish.
I'm leaning rock and roll with her. I feel like she's got the look and the eyeliner.
Yeah,
the
I can
eyes,
see
the
that.
angry-
I can see her being like at a rock and roll concert, you know, screaming her lungs out with the little Nirvana t-shirt on.
Yeah.
What about BAP?
So like
I think BAP
jazz
some
and
like
blues or R&B.
yeah, like jazz or R&B. I could see him loving the R&B. He's kind of got the like 90s boys to men type thing going.
Yeah, baby making music.
Yeah, I see him being like a D'Angelo fan. Bastion.
Classical.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I could see him vibing to like some, you know, Mozart. He just listens to it and it calms him or something. And the bird
But
likes
it's like
it too.
EDM is so like electronic sounding with all the sounds. So I wonder if he'd vibe to that too. Like some Skrillex. He'd be like beep 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 beep.
Yeah, I guess the beep beep boop boops of Skrillex would speak to him on some level. Or would it? Would it just annoy him? Would he be like, nah, this ain't it, fam?
He's like, how could he drop that slur? How could he say that? And I'm thinking classical.
Classical? Alright. Yeah, I can stick with the classical. I can see him and Ganymede enjoying some classical music. Brig.
Since she's such a zoomer, I feel like she'd be really into K-pop.
I can see her and Diva like heading over to like a K-pop concert together. Cassidy, I feel like would be a country music enjoyer.
Yeah, probably.
I saw the conflict in your eyes where you're like, I want his music taste to align with mine, but I have to accept that he likes shit music.
I just wanted to picture him doing one of the K-pop TikTok dances, and then I was like, nah. Doomfist.
I could see him listening to some really like smooth and quiet, chill music, you know? He's got like the murderer thing going where like they have like some really simplistic music, like, you know, some really chill music in the back while they're committing war crimes. We're not going to do the thing where we're just going to put every single black character as like a hip-hop / R&B enjoyer. I
I
definitely
was
see
just thinking how much
Doomfist.
he'd like Eminem though, like rolling up in his limo, it'd be like, feels so empty without me. So this is like
Maybe.
no time for me,
Here's how
everybody-
I see it. I think Doomfist would reject those kind of ideas.
He's like, I'm a Swiftie for life.
Maybe.
Just-
Again, I think I see him classical. I see him doing like a little, you know, a Patrick Bateman like
Okay, sure.
diva.
K-pop.
Yeah, it's an easy one. Echo.
I feel like she'd be like, she'd make the EDM noises. she'd like
She could.
program it. I don't know.
She could definitely like replicate the EDM noise quite well, I think.
Yeah.
I see her listen to some EDM.
Her whole body would like light up like one of those disco balls.
Yeah, I can see that. She has an EDM skin, doesn't she?
Oh yeah.
Genji. I can see him being a bit of a pop fan. I can see him listening to some like really
I can see
basic
him
music.
doing rap too, like hip hop and rap.
Really?
Yeah.
There is like a strong hip hop scene in Japan, so I could see him being a part of that urban movement. He does have a hip hoppy kind of dance too. All right, I'm with you. Hanzo, here we go. What fantasy have you concocted for his music tastes?
Seems like a classical kind of calm guy.
Maybe.
don't
I could
know.
see him being a country lover too. I mean, we've typecast your boyfriends,
No.
but like,
not the
I could see him
country.
listening to some like, you know, really enjoying the beauty of Japan and its nature.
I feel like he'd be an Adele lover. Like he likes that heartbreak music. He's like low key
That's
a
true.
Swiftie. He doesn't tell
He
anybody.
just,
but
he
he's
just listens to
low-key
sad
a
songs, listens to sad songs about killing his brother, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe we need like a traditional category where it's like he listens to the traditional music of his.
Yeah, but let's force them into these categories. It's too real if they like traditional music.
I guess
Real.
that's technically classical, to be fair, but
Yeah.
okay. So you want to put him in classical?
I think like it's like that or he's low key to Adele or something.
Maybe. I can definitely see him listening to lots of sad songs like Coldplay to drown his sorrow, you know? I can see him being like, I will fix you. Genji, I killed you.
And it was all yellow.
Okay, yeah, Junkrat. What would he listen to?
Like EDM.
I'm gonna have a song.
He just like wouldn't get the words, and he'd be like, "There's too many words." And it would just, I like the music.
Chunk is a Swiftie, is he?
Oh, I could
see him turn up to a pop concert, to be fair. He is a bit of a fanboy.
I really like that Adele lady. Hello.
Yeah. It's me, Junkrat.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, alright. Junkrat, the pop enjoyer. Junker Queen. Well, we know she likes the rock and roll, so that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Kiriko. Her whole thing is like quite dancey, right? Like her OST, the remix Hanamura thing, is pretty EDM-y.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh no, wait, but then there's also the song, the bow in her short film. No.
Oh yeah, it's
bow.
pretty... What is that?
Yeah, that's pretty hip-hoppy. Like it's like a hip-hop EDM kind of.
Okay, I can see that.
I think her and Genji traded Japanese rap CDs. Lucio, well, what kind of music does he make? EDM, right? He's kind of like EDM.
Sure, I don't actually know.
I've listened to his album and I think it's kind of like EDM-y.
There's a whole album?
Yeah, there's a Lucio
know
album.
that.
May.
Like R&B or pop?
Hot take, May loves the explicit music. She loves like there's a bit of scream, you know, a bit of a slurring in her ear. She loves it.
She would just be like, ooh, every time.
It's like her guilty pleasure.
She'd be so polite about it.
I guess I could see her liking pop. Yeah, I feel like May probably just traditional leave the radio on kind of gal.
Yeah.
Mercy. I feel like she'd pretend to listen to classical, but, you know, has a guilty pleasure secretly. Because like she has the whole I'm so sophisticated, but deep down, she a slut.
Christmas music? If there was a Christmas music category.
The Mariah Carey category.
Since she's 37 years old, we were like leaning towards country because I felt like a mature adult woman end up going from pop to country. But then pop is also solid. But is she too mature for pop? I'm thinking, I don't know.
So we just stick her in pop then, I think.
Sounds good.
Moira.
It should be into that satanic fucking rock and roll.
Yeah, I can see that. Although I can also see her being into some like folksy Gaelic music with like the trees and the leaves.
Oh, but what category would that be?
I guess like, yeah, like traditional. I'll change this to traditional. Or I guess let's change the country to traditional, should we? Is country music not like the traditional music of like the US?
Sure.
Okay, and then we can put Hanzo here and you can be happy.
Sure.
Yeah, so technically that would be traditional if Moira was listening to like her traditional Irish music. But I can also see her just loving some metal.
We're into this whole like all the edgy people go into the metal.
Well,
Or
I mean,
she's
I
like
don't think
really into
Justin's edgy.
EDM while she's doing science shit. It's a do. She'd just be like rocking out.
I can stick with the rock and roll. Orisa.
Orisa listens to reggae. Oh yeah, we don't have like a reggae category.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can add like a reggae. All right. I mean, she is from Numbani, so I can see her listening to some like, you know, Afro beats.
Yeah.
I could see Doomfist going in there now as well, actually. I could see him appreciating the country, like the music of his people.
Yeah, I see that too.
All right, we'll switch Doomfist over. Farah.
Like definitely rock and roll metal, right? Because for guitar shredding.
That's true. She does like that. Ramatra. He's like, just hates human music, but he guilty pleasures on it.
It's like either country where he's like sad, suffer as I have.
That's true. I can see
Or
that.
it's like rock and roll, suffer as I have. You know?
It's true. Definitely like whatever music it is, someone's getting tortured.
Yeah.
I think Omnics do make music, right?
They do?
I feel like maybe they do. Because I feel like maybe he'd be like, I only listen to the music that is made by Omnics.
Or he'd like rap about how sad he is to be like a little bit harder about
That's true. Like, fuck the police coming straight from the underground. I can see Ramatra being
Fuck
like,
the
you know,
humans.
angsty. Like the, you know, NWA type angsty. Anti-establishment music is generally what he'd want, I think.
Punk?
Yeah, like a punk type. I think punk would technically be like rock.
Yeah. Reaper
wonder
has
if
to go into
Omnics-
rock and roll. Or
Yeah, I can see
EDM.
him.
Like that's hard Skrillex shit. Is sombrero
Reinhardt.
skins? That's true.
Rock. The Reaper listens to ABBA.
Why is
He is an
Ryan
old man.
rock?
Reaper is an old man. Well, doesn't Ram comment on Hasselhoff? I assumed Hasselhoff was like some sort of rock
I thought it was
band.
David Hasselhoff from like the Baywatch.
Have you heard Knife Walker? Isn't that what he says? Something like that.
I don't know.
What kind of music does David Hasselhoff make?
One eternity later.
Rock/pop. Oh, he goes hard at the karaoke. I'll put him in pop then.
Yeah, it'd either be some like hyper zoomer stuff or some like classic rock dad shit.
I think he'd be keen on being down with the kids' music as well. Like he's been spending a lot of time with Brigitte. What if Brigitte's been putting him on a lot of K-pop?
He'd probably hate that shit.
Nah, I think Reinhardt's like a homie. He'd be open to listening to new types of music.
So you could put him in pop and just say he's like halfway to K-pop. Like he knows some of the bands.
Yeah. You know, he listened to a bit of everything, but likes the poppy kind of stuff. Roadhog.
I feel like he'd like reggae a little bit. Like he would just chill out. He'd probably smoke a ton of pot and eat and just have like reggae on.
I also feel like Roadhog is the kind of guy who would have like a secret guilty pleasure music, you know, like because he has the Pachimari that he loves, right? Like secretly he likes cutesy stuff.
Oh, he's like secretly a K-pop star and he's got like the little lanterns.
Yeah, like you could maybe catch him at a K-pop concert.
I feel like he'd be a stoner who likes reggae or would go for sad country music once Junkrat gets out of the car. I feel like Sigma would definitely be classical.
Yes, 100%. Dun, 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 dun.
What is that melody? Oh, it's Mozart.
Beethoven's 7th Symphony in C minor. Sojourn. What do Canadians listen to? Is she a believer?
A believer? She like low-key.
She stan Justin Bieber?
Yeah. What's that, pop?
Yeah, pop, I guess.
Yeah.
Soldier. Definitely some boomery music. Something that's like makes you feel dusty when you listen to it.
Dusty? Like what, R&B?
No, that's not boomer music. Like maybe jazz. Maybe him and Anna can bond over jazz. But
I'm down for
some
jazz.
old country, some old classic rock, some classic.
Oh, he would be really into
actually,
country because he's so sad and lonely and pathetic and like he
That's
drinks
true.
beer.
That's
kind of
true.
like the country icon.
That's true, but he's gay though. He does like
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Isn't it like country? Like
I guess he occasionally listens to Lil Nas X.
yeah, he's got
That's
Lil Nas
his
going.
evolution. That's his evolution.
His
where he's
country
like
does
Old
sound
Town
like a
Road.
little fruity.
Because country is like a pretty, conservative, traditional man, but like, I guess maybe it's like the repressed thing as well. Country is so much gayer than everyone realizes, maybe. Maybe it's all like a,
So much gayer.
Sombra.
She would like make the EDM because she's so good at computers. She could be like beep boop boop beep boop boop boop.
I can see her liking R&B too as well. I can see her liking those like R&B bands. I can see her liking a bit of Destiny's Child as well. Say my name, say my name.
Oh,
No
okay.
one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running game.
Yeah, agree.
All right. What about Symmetra? I feel like she's quite formal,
Classical?
so she might listen to some, like highbrow music. I can see her being into some Indian music, some Bollywood.
Yeah, so it's between like what, traditional and classical?
Yeah, I guess that's like a traditional type music, right? If you live in India, there's no way you escaped Bollywood music. Then again, doesn't mean she has to like it.
Classical.
All right. Tyrbjörn.
What kind of like Euro beats would I feel like he'd be like really into Euro
ABBA. He listens to ABBA relentlessly.
beats. ABBA? What category is that?
Pop, I guess.
Yeah, exactly that.
I can see him being like a lame dad who listens to like lame dad kind of older music. Tracer. Doesn't she and that Omnic exchange a bunch of rock CDs in the comic?
Does she? I don't know.
She listened London Calling. You remember like there's a comic called London Calling, which is like a Clash album, I want to say. Yeah, I see her being like into British rock.
Sure.
Widowmaker. Is this another ballet classical type French shit?
I feel like it has to be like some French classical shit, yeah.
All right, classical it is. Winton. I can see him listening to classical in an
Jazz?
attempt to understand humanity. I can see him listening to jazz as well. It's like a respected genre. I could see him listen to sad songs about the moon, like country equivalent of the moon. I could see him listen to some jazz, some smooth jazz. Yeah. Him and Anna.
Talk with
She gave-
Anna
she-
about it. Yeah.
She told him some good jazz songs. Wrecking Ball. What is little hamster?
I feel like some
I feel like
hard
he's-
metal.
I feel like he's off the fucking chain, dude. So I feel like he'd listen to something really hyper music, Hardcore EDM. I could
Yeah.
see that.
Hardcore metal screamo, like his little ball demon dude would be really into it.
Doesn't he have like a disco ball thing going as well? Yeah, I could see a dubstep-y kind of music.
Do you like disco music?
No, not disco music. Like as a disc, like I think like I see like dubstep, electronic-y kind of music. He listens to hip hop in his dance emo. Oh, really? I
He
could
does
see that
kind
too.
of do like a break dance, doesn't he? Kind of like.
He does. I could see him listening to like again like some angsty hip hop music, like not the smooth Japanese hip hop of Kiriko and Genji, but like the NWA type, like I'm angry.
Yeah, I like the hip hop,
All right, I see it.
angsty hip hop.
Zarya. What kind of music slaps in Russia? I have no idea.
Did someone say like Rammstein?
Yeah,
Whatever the
Rammstein.
German, like the hardcore. I don't know what to call that.
I mean, Rammstein is like metal music. Would Zarya be into that? Workout music? That's true. What would be like traditional workout music?
Something like high energy, like EDM or metal. Yeah, the bass hunter EDM.
Yeah, I could see that. All right, I can see that. Zenyatta. Fuck the police.
Anti-establishment.
Yeah, it's just like he zens out all day, but then he goes back to his room and he listens to like some really like explicit music.
Jazz or classical, I guess.
Yeah, I could see that.
Feel like that
Or is it
the music that plays when you do yoga, just like the sounds
Yeah,
of
like
rain,
just like a few sitar noises and like calming
rain and wind and like
ambient
chimes.
noises. ASMR
Side
basically is what he
trance.
listens to. So maybe like either classical or traditional.
Yeah.
Zen listens to lo-fi hip hop instrumentals probably. Zen listens to Nujabes definitely. Okay, should we put him like traditional music?
Yeah.
Okay, Life Weaver. We don't know too much about his character, so it's kind of hard to say yet.
I feel like he likes whatever Bap likes.
He's just on the journey to seduce him.
They're gonna kiss. I hope they kiss. I've seen
I'm
art
sure
of
they
them
will.
kissing.
You've seen all the horny art.
Dude, as soon as you go on the Overwatch Explore tab, if there's not like some bullshit drama, it's art of either Cassie and Hanzo kissing or Baptiste and Lifeweaver kissing. I don't
do
control the
this.
algorithm.
I don't do this.
Oh, he likes Lady Gaga. I could see that.
I can see that. Yeah, I can
Lady
see
Gaga
him.
is like a gay icon. I don't know if
I
he's
can
gay
see
yet,
him,
but
He
Was
is.
he
He's
announced this?
pansexual. Yeah, he's pansexual.
oh, okay.
I don't see him being a Swiftie. Somehow doesn't hit the same.
I could see him liking K-pop to an extent too, because
Yeah, I don't see him being too fussy. All right,
good.
this is what music would the Overwatch 2 heroes like. This is our final list. Feel free to express your rampant anger at what genres we didn't include in the tier list and what niche subgenre you wish was expressed here.